My favorite thing ever. Let me just let this play forever while I talk about Empire. If you're not familiar, if you didn't see Empire, it's... God, where were you? I mean, really, get with it. You can still watch it. 40,000 people a day are still watching the pilot on demand, on Fox Now, Fox.com. It's this insane, amazing phenomenon on TV that I just get excited about because it means good things for all of TV. It's not just a great success story for Fox. This shows that you can put something on broadcast television and still get an audience. And obviously The Social was a huge part of that. Our finale was the culmination of a lot of amazing cookie gifts. I'm a hard G'er, sorry for everybody else who GIFs it, but cookie gifts that just kept on giving. The woman is, cookie for president, look at her go. But the finale garnered 2.4 million tweets. Going into it was a 2-hour finale. Going into it, we were averaging around 700,000 tweets an episode. So I was like, if we can just break 1 million, I'll be happy. And everyone's like, what's your real goal? I'm like, 1.5? Like, I don't want to get greedy, but that would be amazing. And to wake up to 2.4 million tweets was sort of just like, all right, I quit. I'm good. We did this. I didn't, because we're still doing it. But it really kind of set the tone at the beginning of the series as we were putting stuff out to see how much the audience was growing and to see how much the engagement was growing and to sort of shift our strategy on social based on that. So when we realized that, hey, obviously we have a great Twitter audience and we have an amazing audience on Facebook and we hit 1 million likes very early on, we also started looking and seeing it was crazy, but Instagram was our biggest audience. So we really started creating a bunch of content for them as well and just sort of testing things out on all different platforms and seeing what people were responding to. And I think that's the most important thing as a producer of a TV show, doing anything, a documentary, a movie, TV show, is to find out what those things are that you're trying to reach, that your audience is already connecting with. And a few people have already mentioned that, but what are they doing around those issues or around these topics? And make sure to feed them enough content to do that around yours. So Facebook, that same night, 4.2 million people generated 15.8 million likes, comments, everything. And that's a giant, giant number. We had cute little gold records for everybody who checked into Empire that night. They got a little fun little treat. And 112 trending topics on Twitter in one night. Like, it's exciting if your show trends at all the night that it airs. It's like, oh yay, we're trending. 112 different topics from one episode of television. That just goes to show you that the audience wanted to talk about every single hot moment, every single big thing that was happening, the fashion, the guest stars, the music, the songs, all of it. So we just kept capitalizing on that. This was actually a fun little graph that Twitter did for us to show us, I don't know why it does that, but it does, to kind of show us the peaks and valleys and mostly bigger peaks and then the biggest peaks of the finale and what people were talking about. So that first little peak is when Cookie attempted to suffocate, God, spoiler alert, suffocate Lucius with a pillow. If you try to kill somebody with a pillow, people are going to talk about it on Twitter. The second one is Cookie and Anika getting into a physical cat fight on a pool table. You make two women pull hair and grab and claw, and people are going to get excited. And the very last one is something I'm really proud of. The show ended, and we launched a campaign, #BeOnEmpire. So many of the fans were tweeting at us, Facebook posting, everything, being like, here's my demo, I'm really good, I can sing, I can act, I'd love to be on Empire. And we're like, maybe you should be on Empire. We've got more seasons to fill, come on and play. We have a really, really creative group of producers and obviously amazing people behind this show, and they were like, this would be awesome, and not just for talent, but just to sort of reward the fans for all the social conversation all season long. So Be On Empire helped launch us, and it was only 225,000 of those comments from the night of the 2.4 million, but that's a nice little boost. I mentioned Instagram. The one thing that we noticed was obviously Cookie's fashion was so incredibly fabulous. There's a lot of leather, a lot of just like, God, leopard print, every animal print possible. The woman isn't afraid of a fur, which, sorry, PETA. But we wanted to reward the fans with a little bit of a glimpse into Cookie's closet each week. So before the show premiered, we actually hired a stylist who was working on the set in Chicago and had her do a fashion laydown, which is something that's really popular on Instagram with other people in their fashion. We know #OOTD, outfit of the day, is one of the most popular hashtags on the platform, so we wanted to kind of capitalize on that. This is Cookie's outfit of the day. So we shot one for every single episode of what we thought was her most fabulous fashion. We ended up gifting these out as well, and then we made them shoppable on Fox.com. So we had all the designer info. you could really actually get cookies look, and you could get cookies look for less, which is something I appreciate because not everyone wants to buy the Valentino $3,000 shoes. But we had fun with fashion, and our fans started having fun with nails. We started seeing Manny Monday is another really popular hashtag on the platform, and that is Taraji P. Henson, and that's her face on a nail. So, and Terrence, I'm sure, is really happy to be involved in that too. But we saw this and started sort of rewarding fans, especially over this bridge. We talk about the bridge between a finale and a season premiere. We have to keep that audience alive soon. We played with quotes, we played with sneak peeks, little script teases before the episodes aired. We played with memes, welcome to the Memepire. Obviously, fans were creating their own, and we just kind of helped them do it with fun, sneak peek images from each episode each week.